You know that feeling when someone makes you question everything you thought you knew about yourself? Or when you walk away from a conversation feeling completely drained and confused, but you can't figure out why? Yeah, that's not an accident. Some people have turned manipulation into an art form, and they're using psychological tricks that most of us don't even know exist. Look, I'm not trying to make you paranoid or anything, but understanding how these mind games work is probably one of the most important skills you'll ever learn. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's exactly what's going to protect you. What is dark psychology? So dark psychology is basically the study of all the sneaky ways people mess with your head. While regular psychology is all about healing and helping people grow, dark psychology is the complete opposite. It's about exploitation, control, and getting what you want by messing with someone else's mind. And here's the thing, this stuff is everywhere. I'm talking about toxic relationships, manipulative bosses, politicians, even those ads that somehow convince you to buy things you don't need. Once you start noticing it, you'll see it in places you never expected. The crazy part? Most people doing this aren't even consciously evil. They've just learned these patterns because they work. Common manipulation tactics. Let me break down the top 5 tricks that manipulators love to use, because knowing these could literally change your life. First up is gaslighting, and this one's brutal. It's when someone makes you question your own reality. Like, you remember something happening one way, and they're telling you it never happened at all. You're being dramatic. That's not what I said. You're imagining things. After a while, you start thinking maybe you really are going crazy. Then there's love bombing. This is when someone comes on super strong with compliments, gifts, attention, basically making you feel like you're the most amazing person in the world. But here's the catch, it's all fake. And once they've got you hooked, that attention disappears faster than free pizza at a college party. Triangulation is sneaky too. This is when they bring other people into your arguments to make you feel outnumbered. Well, Mike agrees with me that you're overreacting. Now suddenly it's not just their opinion, apparently everyone thinks you're the problem. Projection is probably the most frustrating one. It's when they accuse you of doing exactly what they're doing. The person who's cheating accuses you of cheating. The liar calls you dishonest. It's like they took their own issues and threw them at you like a boomerang. And finally, good old-fashioned guilt trips. After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me? They make you feel terrible for having boundaries or saying no to something you don't want to do. Why we fall for it. Now, you might be thinking, I'm too smart to fall for this stuff. But here's the reality check. We're all vulnerable because our brains are literally wired for connection and trust. We want to belong, we want to be loved, and we want to avoid conflict. Manipulators know this and they use it against us. There was this study that showed people will agree to things that go against their own interests just because they feel obligated or emotionally invested. Our hearts overrule our heads way more than we'd like to admit. And listen, falling for manipulation doesn't make you weak or stupid. Some of the smartest people I know have been manipulated because intelligence doesn't protect you from emotional manipulation. What protects you is awareness and solid boundaries. Red flags to watch for. So how do you spot this stuff before it messes with your head? Here are the warning signs that should make you pause and think twice. If someone's story keeps changing or their actions don't match their words, that's a red flag. If they're showering you with compliments one day and giving you the cold shoulder the next, that's another one. Pay attention to how you feel around them. Are you constantly walking on eggshells? Do you leave conversations confused or anxious? Do you find yourself making excuses for their behavior to other people? If they don't respect your boundaries, like you say no and they keep pushing, that's a huge red flag. And if you notice you're becoming isolated from friends and family, or you're always the one getting blamed for everything that goes wrong, it's time to step back and really look at what's happening. How to protect yourself. All right, so how do you defend yourself against all this? First thing, keep learning about this stuff. Seriously, knowledge is your best defense. The more you understand these tactics, the easier they are to spot in real time. Practice saying no without explaining yourself to death. You don't owe anyone a detailed justification for your boundaries. No is a complete sentence, and the right people will respect that. If you think someone's gaslighting you, start keeping notes. Write down what happened, when it happened, maybe even screenshot conversations. This isn't about being paranoid. It's about trusting your own reality when someone is trying to twist it. Trust your gut feelings. If something feels off, don't ignore that feeling. Your instincts are picking up on things your conscious mind might miss. And don't try to handle this stuff alone. Talk to people you trust, friends, family, maybe even a therapist. Manipulators hate it when you have outside perspectives because it's harder to control the narrative. And learn to communicate assertively. Use I statements. Be clear about what you need, and don't get sucked into those circular arguments that go nowhere. Sometimes the best response is no response at all. Moving forward. Look, I'm not trying to make you suspicious of everyone you meet. Most people are decent and not trying to manipulate you. But understanding how dark psychology works is like having a superpower. It protects you, and it helps you protect the people you care about. The goal isn't to become cynical or closed off. It's to become aware and confident in your ability to spot red flags and set boundaries. When you know how these games are played, you can choose not to play them. If this opened your eyes to something you've experienced, drop a comment and let me know. Sometimes just talking about this stuff helps you process it. And if you found this helpful, maybe share it with someone who might need to see it too. Hit that subscribe button if you want more videos about psychology and protecting your mental health, because understanding your mind is the best investment you'll ever make.